Greetings, listeners, and welcome to another fantastic one-shot adventure brought to you by the Wednesday Night Crew. This one is in the D&D rule set, and it is called Dice Heart. We hope you catch the references and enjoy this two-part session.
Hey, Wednesday Night Crew. This is Sean. I am DMing our one-shot adventure between things before we get back to Eberron, and we are here with the Wednesday Night Crew who have been investigating a goblin raid at a mine that is owned by Chance Digwell, the owner of the mine. Are brought here by Hollow Granito, who is a on-again, off-again relationship-having person with Mary, Chris's character. Hollow has brought you here as potential help with security because there had been some goblin raids. And sure enough, just as you got to the mine, there was in fact a goblin raid. You fought off the first wave, but many goblins escaped into the excavation hole. You later learned that Hollow was fooled by three people posing as the dwarf rescue crew that was sent down in the elevator in the mine building to rescue the dwarves that were underground. Shortly after that, a goblin named Rough Scofflaw sent his demands up, asking for diamonds and gold from the mine to help in ransom for the people who were being held down there. The owner of the mine, by chance, said that there were not any diamonds and gold, and he asked you to investigate. Realizing that the mine excavation and the elevator shaft were probably pretty dangerous to be using, you decided to use the air vents to get down into the mine. You advanced to level 2, where there were a number of goblins, including Rough Scofflaw. After a big fight, Rough Scofflaw started to make his escape, and a few goblins remain. And here's where we pick up from our cliffhanger and decide what folks will do. I'm going to have you all re-roll initiative because I do not have our initiative from last week. So if you want to all roll initiative.
That's a 16 for Mary.
A mediocre 11 for Abbott Plug.
10 for Brenna.
Same as last week, a 4 for Dahlia.
17 for Cressy.
And last week we did not have Cardamom. Cardamom,
that is correct.
Being played by Bill, will be introduced shortly. But go, let me know what your initiatives is.
I got a 12.
All right.
Sorry.
No problem. I just grabbed you before.
I
So
don't want to forget.
we have, as I said, 4 goblins putting a half-hearted defense as Rough Scofflaw is making his escape. He is quite far away from you and heading up the stairs. You have not encountered Holly or Trestle yet. Not Trestle. I'm confusing people's names. Trellis. I was looking at John's character, Cressy, and got confused. Trellis, the son of the owner, they must be further down the mine. So here's where you need to decide what to do. Chase after Rough, head down, fight off these last goblins, split the party. Who will decide? Cressy's up first. There's 4 goblins between you and Rough, Cressy.
Oh, Cressy's taking a swing at a goblin, thinking that they're really ugly chickens.
Technically, I think they are. Or those are
that is a 23 to hit.
Hell yeah.
And that is 6 points of damage with a short sword as I stick this.
Ah! Rough's not paying me enough for this. The goblin says in Goblin that only Abbott, I believe, can understand.
Yes.
You squawk like a bird.
Mary, you are up.
I have to go find my on again, off again
It's not just me, right? Mary froze. On again, off again. You froze there, Chris.
Sorry, Mike, because my internet connection is unstable according to the computer. I'm going to go chase after Hollow because that is my on again, off again lady friend.
All right. So there is a stairway down from level 2 heading towards what you believe is level 3, because that makes sense. Going down in a mine would take you to the next level.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm coming, Hollow.
So Mary is heading towards the stairs. Abbott, you are up.
Yes. Does anybody need healing before we continue?
Dahlia's really beat up after the last encounter.
Well, you know how this works. I put my
Oh yeah.
I put Sparky, my spell focus, on your wound, and it turns into a stapler and sews you up. Let's see, what does... I'll tell you how many points you get so we can move along here.
Brenna is still away from your computer, or are you back? All right. I'm going to see one goblin's definitely going to attack you, Cressy, because you attacked him, but he is going to miss and say, like, really? I'm not getting paid enough for this. The next one is going to attack Abbott and miss.
14 armor class.
Yeah, he rolled much
My
lower than
dancing
that.
partner got in the way. Shad, you got 12 points.
Thank you.
The third goblin, seeing Ruff run for the hills and seeing one of his companions get hit, he's deciding to run away. Dahlia, do you want to make an opportunity attack?
Oh yeah. So he'll swing his short sword for 17 to hit. And
Yeah, that's a hit.
hey, that is... This dice that you got us always fools me because it says Hickorish on one side and 1. So Hickorish is the 6. All right. So that's 9 piercing damage with the short sword.
Oh, yeah, you just
Max.
stab him in the back as he's running away from you and he falls. And the fourth one does not attack Brenna and starts to run away, but with Brenna away from the computer, we will say, you hear Ruff says, I'll get those diamonds and gold someday. And he starts running up the stairs away from you. Does anyone give chase, or are you heading with Mary down the stairs?
We got to go downstairs because we got to rescue the rest of the hostages.
There is an air of urgency.
All right. You guys head down the stairs. It sounded like, Mary, you were going with urgency and not sneaky. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I did not say anything about sneaky.
All right. So this level is similar to the one you were just on. It's a 35-foot by 55-foot room. There are 2 staircases at the center. The one you just came down, and there's one that goes further down. There are crates around the perimeter of this floor. There are beaten and semi-conscious dwarf mine workers and one, oddly enough, tiefling mine worker. They are in various states of moaning and being tied up. Most of them have been tied to the crates of ore and are unconscious. Cardamom is awake. And Cardamom, do you have any way of potentially using your warlock powers to get out of your ropes?
Let me see.
I'll
As a
start putting
rogue?
them out of their misery, starting with the tiefling.
What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Yeah, I can do something.
Yeah. So maybe you are working on your ropes and trying to get out as Mary makes his way down. You can see that further away in one of the corners, near the elevator shaft, Mary is Hollow Granito. Not only is she sitting chained up to one of these crates, but you see a single flare burning on top of it. Her hair is bloody and her nose looks broken. She calls to you when you appear. Mary, hurry. I don't know what's in this crate, but I don't think it's rescue supplies. And Mary is the first one down. We'll let him take an action, and then the rest of you can take an action. You do not see any goblins down here.
All right. I will run over to Hollow, and I will try to untie her from the thing. The the lit up flare, the pole that she's tied up to.
Yeah, it's a crate, but yeah, she's tied to it. What can you give me a dex check?
Yeah. It's a 5.
All right, you're having a really hard time with these ropes. They seem very tightly wound.
Oh wait, I'm a cat.
Why am I untying these?
What am I doing with? I got these claws. Why don't you just use these claws?
Cressy, you are coming down the stairs next, and you see what's going on.
Yeah. Do I see? Are there any canaries on this level?
There do not seem to be any canaries in this coal mine.
He slowly starts making his way over to the to Mary and looks at the prisoners to see if there's any Kenku there. Just as a quick glance.
This is where we're lucky that Cardamom does not have wings, because Cressy would have gone batshit on it. Mary, you have a second turn now. You could use, what do you think would be appropriate with your claws? Strength? Do you want to do an unarmed attack on these?
Well,
ropes?
yeah, I'll do the melee attack that I get with the claws. That's an 18 on the melee attack.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on. Those rescue workers, it seemed like they had some sort of relationship with the goblins. I don't know what was happening. That's what Holly says to you. Cardamom, you want to see if you could get out of your ropes?
So do I know any of them?
You know Hollow
Okay.
from because she is sort of the foreperson of the mine.
Okay.
And she has probably talked about Mary before. So
Do I like Hollow?
Oh, of course you do. She is
Okay.
very smart and intelligent, and she runs the mine in a very fair way. And she gave you a job. So what the hell?
And wait, just for the sake of shits and giggles here. Never mind. I just rolled a d20 to just do an insight check to see what I could recall of what she would have told me of her and Mary's relationship and struggles. But that I rolled a 2, so I don't know. Whatever she told me, I didn't freaking listen.
She keeps it close to the vest.
With the vengeance against birds, that's jacked up, man.
Abbott.
Okay, so
Good thing you don't have wings then.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cardamom.
So I use burning hands, and I proceed to burn through my ropes.
All right, you're
That
able to
restraint.
easily get through your ropes, and your materials, whatever your weapons, your pack, anything you have is sort of in one of the corners here that you can pick up next turn. Abbott,
Yeah.
you come down the stairs and you see Tiefling getting out of some ropes.
I
Mary,
do have movement, right? Still.
you can do a movement, sure.
Yeah. I want to. I move towards Mary, and just say, oh, about time you got here.
Oh yeah,
Abbott.
we ran into some goblin problems upstairs.
Little buggers are everywhere.
Abbott, do you want to take any action here?
I sure do. I heard Hollow say that she didn't know what was in the crate that was on fire. So I want to cast Prestidigitation and snuff out that fire.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Everyone step aside. I got it. It's a 10-foot range, so.
It's like the 4th time that spell's been used in 10 years with this group. It's such a big spell.
You seem to have put out the flare. Brenna, are you back? All right. Dahlia, last one down the stairs.
Okay, last one down the stairs. Our comrades are free of ropes.
There are still other dwarves who are tied up and in various states of unconsciousness, but they are, there's no enemies on this, but there are dwarves that could be unlocked or untied.
All
Unlock
right.
those dwarves.
To lean into last week, he goes up to the first dwarf. And unless I'm making a skill check to cut him free with my short sword, he's going to be a little loose with it and take a good chunk out of his beard.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Oh, sorry, I missed. But look at you. You look 80 years younger now.
You're almost as bad as those goblins. What the hell were they doing here? Talking about gold and diamonds.
He slips the tuft of beard hair in his back pocket as a trophy, but well, we've got to make it to the end. Who tied you up? Just the goblin?
Well, it was some of those goblins. The big one, Ruff, was ordering them around, and then he told them, "Get up to the second floor and stay away from further down."
As he cuts loose another dwarf, he says, "Do you know which way Ruff went when he left?"
He went up the stairs to level 2. I'm sure you encountered him. The big problem is the rescue crew. And Hollow chimes in, "Yeah, those guys fooled us. Those weren't our rescue crew. I didn't find out till later. They ambushed us along with the goblins once we got down here."
What about Trellis? Is Trellis around?
We haven't seen him. I'm not sure, but after the goblins tied us up, the 3 rescue crew guys, they went further down. They went further down on the elevator, but then I saw that the ropes got cut, so you can't get down that way, I don't think. I'm guessing that those weren't dwarves. They sort of look like them, but I'm thinking maybe they're Dwergar. And one of the other dwarves who you guys are loosening up says, "Yeah, they were Dwergar. I heard one of them called the leader Hans." And he told them to shut up and not use names, but he said he did care because soon they would be fabulously rich. And while everyone was sifting through the rubble, we'd be getting away with all the money. I think that flare that your cleric there put out, I think was going to set off some explosions. That's what he was hoping for, a big explosion to cover up the theft of some riches, he said. He fooled those goblins. He told them there's gold, but there's no gold down here.
So what riches would he be stealing, this Hans?
Hollow,
This is a coal mine.
Hollow says, "No, it's an Ecomite line."
Ecomite.
That
How could I forget? Ecomite.
Ecomite.
somehow he must have found out how much that material's worth. Those goblins had no idea. They wouldn't be able to forge anything with it anyways, but Hans and his crew must have figured it out.
Well, it sounds like they're further down where the that particular material is, and we should go stop them, right? Because who knows? There might even be more explosions.
I mean, I think that by chance would be very upset if his mine was stolen of the material that we were doing. He sees great opportunities to make some profit here, and my job might be at stake, Mary. It might be the only thing that keeps us together.
Well, I mean, your job brought you all the way out here. If you would have stayed on the coast, on the other side of Faerun with me, maybe we'd be together anyways. Maybe it's the job that tore us apart.
maybe, but maybe it was your job to tore us apart. You know, I can't be committed to somebody who is just in security and there to help people. You know, I have a career of my own. I'm an independent woman in the 80s. I mean, I'm an independent woman who's got her own opportunities for jobs, and I can take them. You could have followed me out here. As you could see, we needed security.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think this is the right time to have this conversation, but we'll put a pin in that. But it's always the same with you. Your career. You never once discussed our decisions. It was always you. But anyways, let's go down there. We have to find Trellis.
And Mary, you can join my order and take a vow of chastity. It might make it simpler.
Yeah, it might. Maybe.
Cressy
I thought marriage was a vow of chastity. Hey-oh!
Cressy wants to use short sword and pry open the crate that had this flare fuse on it.
Sure.
And see what's inside.
Oh yeah, we were not leaving an explosive device behind. I was like right in line to say something similar.
It turns out it's a mimic.
You want to come in with us, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to do a dex or strength check to open that up, Cressy?
Yeah. That's a nat 1 on the dice. This is not gonna go well.
Oh shit! Well, I'm gonna.
As he like,
what were you using, Cressy?
I believe you said short sword.
It was gonna be dex.
Yeah, it was a short sword though.
Yeah.
It was a flaming sword, short sword.
Luckily, I rolled very low as well, and the spark that you hit when your short sword hits the nail right by this crate seems to just flare up real quick and burn out.
Can I go over and help?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and Dahlia's there too.
I would love if you used your burning hands to try to open it.
I'm starting to vibe. I'm starting to see that there's sort of like a grouping here going on. So I'm trying to like kind of glom my way in so I can get the hell out of here. So I come up to it and I pull out my dagger. I don't still have burning hands. I turn that off. I'm going to use my dagger to try to pry it open as well.
Okay.
I got
careful that it doesn't spark. Careful it don't spark.
All right. You open it. The crate of the door or the crate wall falls down, and inside you see some sort of fancy looking gunpowderish type substance packed very well. You sense that it would set off quite the big explosion were that flare to have gone off in the next 20 to 30 seconds or so after Abbott had put it out.
I look at Cressy because I came up next to them and I'm like, you're welcome. My name's Cardamom, by the way. Thank you.
You look funny. You're not some bird, are you? Some weird.
I don't know that I need to answer that question, considering you haven't even told me what your name is. But I mean, do I look like a bird? Goodness. And I just kind of shake my head and start to turn around and walk away.
Dahlia looks at Cressy. Well, that was the weirdest thank you that I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, that guy's got a bad attitude. Let's send him on his way.
He's got a tail like a bird.
Bird tail?
All right. Well,
I'm so glad I worked so hard to make this session. Jesus.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, thanks.
So you now have a giant box of explosives. There is a stairwell leading down. There's nothing much more that you can see on this level 3. There is obviously the excavation shaft that's got the staircase going further down on the north end. There's the elevator shaft on the south end. And there is the staircase that's right in the center of the floor. The dwarves were like, we're going to head up.
Yeah, head up. We gotta go get we gotta go find Trellis. We gotta stop this Hans. He seems like the real deal, the mastermind of this, so we gotta stop him. So
Who is
I
this?
say we
Who is this Trellis?
Trellis is this. Oh, go ahead, Mary.
yeah, Trellis is the mine owner's son. He's concerned about him. So we gotta like I figured like if Trellis doesn't make it out alive, the payment might not come as quickly. So I'm thinking there might be a bonus if Trellis comes out alive. So
That is that's a rather fair assessment.
I mean, like Hollow's safe. That's what I'm concerned about. But we are here for this job of protecting and all that stuff. And what else we got going on? So let's go rescue Trellis. That's my plan. Rescue Trellis, stop Hans, protect the material whose name we shall not name because we've named it many times. You're welcome to come along, there, my friend. You seem like you got nice hot hands.
I say, oh, better than that. Say, you can call me Cardamom, by the way. And I point my hand out and I shoot a quick little Eldritch blast over into the wall with a finger gun.
Pew pew.
Not away from the explosive.
Smart.
Just want to say that. Yeah, I pew pew, and then I follow, and I do so stealthily.
Where'd that guy go? Oh, he's right here.
So you're heading down. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's my plan.
Yeah.
Any specific marching order or no?
Well,
I say, come on, weird furry paladin guy.
we tried ordering by height last time. That didn't work out too bad.
I don't know how tall you are, Cardamom, but you could figure. I forget what the actual order was, but we could do that.
I think Cressy was about first because Kobold.
Mary is a tabaxi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're
Abbott
probably
is
similar heights, I would say.
a gnome, 3.14 feet tall.
Yeah,
As tall as pie.
5'7" or so.
Yeah.
All right, so you're heading down the stairs and you get down to level 4. This floor is narrower than level 3, so the other floors that you have been on have been sort of a long hallway with passages to the side. So on level 1 there was a couple storerooms, or on level 2 there was a couple of storerooms. On level 3 it was just a big open area. This one doesn't have that. It's just sort of a long extended room. When you come down the stairway, you are looking towards the south, and in front of you is the elevator pit. To the north is the excavation pit, which is taking up much more of the space here than it had in the other ones. This room is only 20 feet wide by 55 feet long. There are loose boulders and stones everywhere, and the ceiling doesn't look as structurally sound as it was earlier. If you look to the north, you can see another staircase going down, and then there is rubble by the elevator shaft to the south.
Does this look like recent rubble? Like it had just fallen recently?
A little bit, but a lot of it is just, you get the sense that getting further down in the mine, they haven't cleared out as much as they've been working down. They've sort of excavated the other places much better.
Okay. And there's nobody's on this floor that we can see?
Not what you could see, but again, it's a 55-foot hall, and it's just sort of narrow and a lot of boulders blocking views, so you'd have to like look around more. You get the sense to to see if there's anything either behind the elevator shaft, over to the side by the excavation piece. Like I'm assuming you've just come down the stairs and I've given you a look, so you have to tell me where you'd like to go and what you'd like to look at.
I would guess I would like to do a quick inspect around the boulders and debris.
Yeah, if we,
see if there's anybody hiding.
If we spread out, we can cover the width of the room and just march north.
Yeah, you're sort of right in the middle, so you could tell me which way you're going if you're going north or south.
I will head north.
That's where the stairs are. I think we're still avoiding the elevator shaft.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, it sounded like
following.
it sounded like the elevator was broken anyways. So I don't. Stairs are probably the best way to go.
I'm just following Mary for the sake of, because I really care. I care and appreciate and respect Hollow immensely. And so I'm sort of keeping an eye out on Mary, but also trying to glom into this to see if I can get paid too. Because why not?
Got it.
Right.
So
your shift is over, I think she said.
Abbott, Cardamon, and Mary are going north. Dahlia, Cressy, and Brenna, are you going north as well? Or are you going to go look south?
I'm going to keep going north with the rest of them. I don't want to get separated.
Brenna, Dahlia, also continuing north or going south? You're muted, Chad.
Dahlia is going to go with the more of the group. Sorry.
All right.
It was AFK there.
All right. So when you go north, I need each of you as you're working your way through these boulders and around this unexcavated area, I need you each to do a dexterity check as you get between the stairs you came down and the stairs you're heading towards.
That is a 10.
Two. I got a 2. I stubbed my toe.
5 for Cressy.
5 total for Cressy.
Oh, we
right.
add them together?
Well, no, you're not adding them together. That's enough that there's enough failures there that you've lost your step in a couple places, and going over the boulders is rough going. A rock slide has happened. I need everyone to make an acrobatics check. That's a dexterity acrobatics.
Oh, damn.
And
11.
If you do not get at least 15, you're going to take 3 points of damage.
Oh. How does a digital dice fall over? That's a 7. I'm sorry. It was on 15. I was very excited, and then it dropped. What was the damage you said for that?
3 points of bludgeoning damages as rocks start to fall.
Ow, 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 ow.
Dahlia also takes the damage.
You hear rumbling throughout as the rocks go. You also...
Who's carrying the explosives?
If we hadn't determined that Dahlia was going to, I guess, pick up what the semblance of the powder keg was, or the,
I think I had assumed Dahlia was doing it.
Yeah, it's like it's from some of the free dwarven tie-up ropes, so it's like tie Durback, like Lord of the Rings style.
Cool. Hey, I didn't ask. I know some of you have night vision, but now that somebody's carrying explosives, what are other folks using for light sources?
I'm using
So,
dark
yeah.
vision.
I got my dancing lights. There's like 4 lights just floating around. That's with a cantrip of dancing lights.
Cressy
Abbott,
is dark vision.
Cressy has dark vision.
I'm using dark vision as well.
I have dark vision too.
And I
Okay.
mistakenly said last week I was a human, but my hastily printed character sheet shows me as an elf. So I also have dark vision.
What's
Convenient.
Hollow using? Is she
I know,
using a
right?
torch?
She had a torch up on the upper levels were more excavated, so there was a little bit more light sources up there, up on the walls. Could I have each of you do a perception check?
Ooh, 21 for Dahlia.
Nat 20 with a +3 modifier, 23.
Oof.
19 for Cressy. Yeah.
4.
Well,
4.
I only got a 12 because I'm worried more about stubbing my toe.
I mean, I've already maintained last week that one of the dancing lights is
It's that
And
red one.
freeze.
that I chase, so that's kind of where my eye is right now instead of looking around.
All right. So Mary and Abbott don't hear anything, but Cardamom, Dahlia, Cressy, and maybe Brenna, I don't know. If you
No,
will
she
remember.
didn't. She
All
got
right. So
9.
Cardamom, Dahlia, and Cressy hear some moaning, and Cardamom maybe hears some crying coming from the south. And actually, not even like you sort of sense that the crying's coming from the south, but you can almost, after the rock slide, hear it through the wall on the east.
Okay, is the south passable?
As passable as it was to get to these stairs.
Okay.
As in, you'll probably need to make another acrobatics check to get across the boulders to the south.
Do you hear that crying? You hear that?
No, I
Oh,
don't hear
what?
anything. What?
Dahlia and Cressy, you hear moaning, but not necessarily the crying.
I hear something.
Well, shit. Do you at least hear the moaning then? Can't hear the crying?
Yeah. Sounds like somebody else got stuck on these boulders, or somebody's using their voice protection that got their toe stubbed.
Feel like
Well,
we should probably
I'm
try to
gonna
find and help them. Yes.
I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to go south with an escort, if you will, and look for any injured dwarves.
We have to be prepared for it to be a mockingbird. Let's-
Noted. You can lead the way.
All right, let's. Sword drawn. Cressy leads towards the moaning.
So is everyone going south this time?
Towards the moaning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So you all need to make an acrobatics check again.
Okay. I know this is going to go well.
I got a 12.
I got a 6. Ouch.
Leading the way, Cressy crit fails.
All right. That's enough failures that another rock slide is started. I need you all to make an acrobatics check to see what happens this time.
A 12 is a failure?
I really shouldn't be carrying this thing around.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
9.
All right. If you're under 15 on this acrobatics check, you're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as more rocks start to fall.
Oh no.
Nat 20 on the save, so yeah.
You
I
saved
cause
it.
it and then get out of the way.
Crit fail.
Oof. We didn't hear you, Chris. You're muted.
I said thank you for starting off the rock slide and then jumping out of the way for the rest of us.
No kidding, as Dahlia just met the save and barely avoided getting knocked over with the powder keg on his back. Okay, we need to watch our step, or I'm leaving this thing behind.
I mean, I think both ideas are good.
All right. If just past where the elevator shaft is a small mound of boulders, and what you couldn't see from your location earlier, but that you can see now, is that there is a cave in the southeast corner that you didn't notice. And actually, if you look over to your right, you can also see now that you're at this angle that there's a cave in the southwest corner as well. The southeast corner is where you're hearing the sounds from. It seems to have been created by a cave-in. It's partially reinforced with wooden beams. There's no light, but you can hear some muffled crying. And with your dark vision, you could sense that there might be some movement, at least 60 to 80 feet down the hall.
I'm heading to the southeast where the noise is coming from.
Yep. And so, as I said, you could sort of see about 60 to 80 feet. There's some movement, like your dark. It's right at the edge of your vision, but you can hear the crying more noticeably now.
And there's no rocks in the way or anything, right? It's just
not at this point. You just have to climb over the last bit to get to this cave.
Okay. I climb over to get into the cave.
You, Cardamom, because you've recognized him around the cave, realize that this is Trellis Digwell in the back of the cave.
And how far away? Like, is Mary and the rest within shouting distance? Like, can they hear me?
Yeah, if they're following you, I mean, that's why you guys are heading this way. So, like, you're sort of the first one over, from what I can tell, because you noticed, you heard the sound first, and now you recognize the voice and sort of see him, that it's Trellis.
Gotcha. Yeah. So is he like restrained, bound, anything? Just what's the deal?
No, he's just sort of almost like in a fetal position, sort of crouched, just sort of crying, muffled. Like he doesn't notice you yet.
I like in a very lithe way, I sort of move my way up close to Trellis and are you okay? Are you okay? Do you require help? Do you require aid? Healing?
No, I'm just mentally disturbed. I think this is all my fault.
Expound, please.
Expound, please.
I like to party. And I think maybe I've just done too much bragging around the taverns around the region, talking about how successful my dad's mine is and how great Hollow's drill is and how they found this great metal that is going to make my dad rich and everyone who works here. And I think that's why we got raided. I heard I ran into this tunnel for safety. Not many people know about it. The Duergar are in charge. I heard them coming.
Yeah, I think you're right. Your partying days should probably be over. You've put too much of your family at risk in your dad's business.
Oh my God! He just starts up. I already was feeling bad. My God, you just made it worse.
I think it's time for you to have a bit of an intervention. You should hand over the rest of that bag of. We described it last week. I forget the name. But the drug.
The cocaine-like drug that he had.
Yeah. You should hand that over. I think
I'm sensing a pattern here. That was in the last thing we played too.
Sure.
All right, Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. Cardamom wants to do something.
Drugs?
No. So Cardamom casts thaumaturgy, and then uses it to do phantom sound. So it could be like ominous whispers. And I'm going to whisper like around, like, so that it's focusing on in Trellis's like immediate personal space. And it's going to be like, we're taking you to atone for your crimes.
Jeez.
Come with us.
Wow, this got dark. He's like, I don't want to leave. The goblins are out there in the Duergar, and I heard them talking about an ogre. They're out there. I don't want to deal with it. And he's sort of going mad between the whispers and his fear of what's out there. and his responsibility. It's all he's become a blubbering mess.
All
Hey
right,
man,
and
hey
then-
man, just relax. There's, the stairway's clear, man. All the way up. You could go back to the ground level. Just relax up there, man. You don't have to worry about anybody.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we cleared out the goblins. We killed a bunch of them. The ones we didn't kill, they were heading out. They were retreating. The Duergar are down further, right? We're going to get them.
Okay. I'll see if I can find my dad and apologize.
Yeah. And make sure you go to him clean and he's still holding out the hand for his bag.
And since it's still within time, the whispers do say, an apology is merely the beginning of your penance to be paid.
Well, alrighty.
All right. So
Wait. Am I carrying the drugs?
Yeah, you could have.
Yes,
He like
no.
turns
wait,
his
wait,
pockets.
wait.
He turns
The
his pockets
important
inside
part
out.
is
So Dahlia's got now a small amount of drugs, a small amount of explosives.
As per usual, you got to play with your environment.
Ready to go. All right. So
I'm just glad I didn't waste a second level spell on an NPC.
Trellis does cause a minor rock slide on himself and takes a couple points of damage as he
Oh.
gets to the stairway.
Yeah, I forgot. Should have mentioned that. It's kind of rough out there. Oh well.
But he makes it to the stairs and up.
I'm
Do you
sure
guys
he'll
want to
be
do
fine.
anything else out of here as you leave? Again, you could see what you couldn't see before, which was another cave in the southeast, or you can go back to the stairways down that is up north.
I mean, let's. I think we check that other cave just to make sure there's nothing else going on here, right?
Can we
That's
like
my vote.
skirt the wall there and like avoid most of the rock slidey part in the middle?
Yeah, because closer to where the elevator shaft is, there's a way of going around it because that had been cleared out for the elevator shaft. So you can move around the south side of the elevator shaft to get to the cave. You can see that this cave seems to have been created recently. The passage isn't long and something seems to glow at a distance. But the light is so low that the glow doesn't aid your progress. Can each of you do a perception check?
Sure, went so well last time.
15
19.
for Dahlia.
16.
18.
13.
All right. I think only Cardamom's over 17.
10.
Is that correct? Did I hear that right?
Brenna is too.
Yeah, I
18,
got
right?
18.
Oh, 18. Okay. I couldn't hear that. All right. So Brenna and Cardamom, you both noticed the faint smell of gas. Luckily,
Ugh.
as you've all told me, none of you are using any sort of flames.
Dahlia just looks nervous. Not knowing this gas smell.
It doesn't. This smells. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. This ain't good in the tunnels. We should move back. Or we could see what's at the end. Just don't light a flame.
No, I think the glow is like swamp gas related. We might not find anything but our own demise.
Too bad we don't have a canary.
What? Where's the canary?
Oh my God.
All right, then I guess we're going back the other way. Yeah, like
Are we
Yep.
gonna?
I'm
use
gonna.
our-
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Abbott.
Are we going to use ropes and go down the elevator shaft this time, or are we going to brave the rocks and go down the stairs?
I will allow rolls with advantage to head back to the stairs since you've now caused 2 rock slides. You could be super careful.
I don't know. I got that shield that like clomps along beside me.
You're If we're going up that way, Dahlia's going to take his cloak off of his back and wrap this powder keg in the cloak. He's now trying to baby it, having too many cloak calls, adding hopefully the slightest bit of protection.
All right. So staircase it is.
Yes.
Sure. What do we
All right,
roll
so
as we
You're each
cross the
rolling with
box?
advantage, and let me know if you are below 15 of a dexterity check with advantage.
Yeah, I
Uh,
am.
Am I also
got a-
making this dex check?
All 6 of you.
I am good.
I'm good.
So 1 good, 1 a fail, 2 good, 1 failure,
Nat 20.
3 good, 1 failure. Dahlia and Cressy.
It was a acrobatics, right? That's what you said.
No, this was just a straight dex check.
Or just straight dex.
15 or better.
Ooh, Dahlia fails.
3-2.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Cressy. Anyone want to roll for Cressy? Anyone know what Cressy's dex is?
I'll roll. I got a 17.
All right, we're gonna say all right. Enough of you passed that you were able to get through to the staircase.
Whew.
If 3 of you had failed, that wouldn't have been good. This staircase goes down to level 5. Level 5 is nowhere near as excavated as the previous levels you were on. There's no light down here except for a low glow from some iridescent rocks. The stairs end here, and there's no other staircase at all. The passage is only 10 feet wide, and it's about 55 feet from the staircase to the dig site where the mine shaft was supposed to end and where the mining equipment should be located. All the torches that had been here have been knocked to the door, and surrounding the new pit is fresh rubble. There's dust still in the air, and small pebbles shift and fall down a steep slope towards a chasm. Behind you, you can see where the elevator was, the remains of it from where it was cut and smashed down.
How far down did you say? Or we can't tell from our angle.
So the elevator shaft stops here. Like this is where.
Oh, it
then
goes up. Sorry. All right.
Yeah. So the elevator, and that's to your south. The elevator sort of crashed here, and that was the bottom. You could see like 55 feet to the north is where the excavation pit is.
So that's the only way down then. That must be where Hans is.
Yeah, that's the dig site. You do not see the mining equipment, the drill that Hollow would have built. It seems to not be there, but there is a chasm down.
I'm not going first, but we should have a look.
If you make your way over there, again, you guys can be careful. But I need you to make dexterity checks again to get through this very brutal area.
I got a dirty 20.
All right.
19.
Okay.
12.
Uh-huh.
We got a clean 22.
Ooh.
And Dahlia cautiously to the back, keeping his distance from the group. But he criticals, oddly enough. He's tiptoeing along, maybe even looking down the path.
All right.
Next obstacle.
So you successfully make it to the next chasm. You could see that there have been rough steps and boulders that you could climb down. You can hear dripping water. The air is noticeably cooler, and you could feel the humidity in the air increase. Anyone want to do a perception check?
Birds. I got 7, so I wanted to do it, but that doesn't mean I did it.
16.
I got a 10. So no, I'm not very good underground.
Cardamom, you hear some gruff voices coming from below.
Hey, gang. There's some gruff voices coming from below.
That's all the evidence I need. Drop the explosives.
Yeah, I mean,
Take
the
this
sooner
into
I can get rid of this
consideration,
thing, the better,
Jerkweed.
because it's almost exploded like 3 times.
If you drop it down, I can blast it.
Even better. So, do we agree? So Dahlia kind of looks to the group, gives them all a nod, holding the powder keg. Do I see confirmation that this is our plan?
Oh yeah, Brandon gives
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
All right. So he says to Mary, do you think you can send your lights down there
I
And-
mean, yeah,
so we can see exactly where to drop it?
I can definitely do that. So yeah,
And Dahlia takes out that severed beard from the dwarf, twists it in his hands. I keep saying her and him. And shoves it in where the burnt fuse used to be. And says to, is it Cardamom with the hot hands, right? Or the,
But yeah, but I don't have hot hands right now.
oh, is that not something that you can turn on at will?
No, it's a spell.
Okay.
And I don't want to keep using it because they'll take
Right.
up slots and whatnot.
I can
So-
light it with prestidigitation.
Even better. I just wanted to make it thematic.
Okay.
And so he'll wait for the lights to go down. Abbott to spark the fuse and throw down the powder keg. But hopefully get a good look of what's going on before he throws this explosive.
make sure to say, take this into consideration, Jerkweed, before you drop it down the shaft.
All right. He'll say as such.
So do you want to look down here to see what you see first? Is that what I heard
Hopefully.
you
I just don't want to
Yeah, I'm
we
setting on
heard
the lights.
mumbling
Yeah.
and- yeah, I just don't want to see something that we feel like I shouldn't drop an
I
explosive
mean,
on.
there might be the drill down there, which we probably don't want to blow up, but yeah.
Hmm.
There's definitely
All the
a drill
hus-
down there.
All the other hostages are fine, so we don't have
As
to
far
worry
as we
about
know,
them,
but yes.
Well, I mean, the named ones are fine.
All right. So do we see if that happens? Do we see?
So
or-
if
or-
you look down, you cannot see anybody from your angle, like just the way that the passage is done. It's not like there's somebody directly below you. What you do see is that it looks like it opens into a high roofed cave. There's an eerie green yellow light from iridescent lichens and molds growing on the walls. You can see that there's water covering the floor beneath you, and that from where you could see where the steps end and maybe like another 10 feet out, you could see that the water looks like it's getting a little bit deeper and that the water's moving. It's not just like a still amount of water. There seems to be some sort of current to it. You can hear voices, but you cannot see them like within your viewpoint.
Well, it looks like right below us is some sort of underground river. I don't know if this explosive will go off, and I can't see them. Should we try to venture down, or should I throw it now?
It will have an unknown effect if we can't see the target. So maybe we'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think blowing it up blowing up without anything to blow up is not the greatest plan, I don't think.
Mhm.
So let's head on down.
And we keep that little plan in
Your back
our
pocket.
pocket then. So
Yep.
when it's ready, we'll.
I mean,
With-
we're gonna blow these things are gonna blow up. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna not blow it up.
This
That's for
thing's not
sure.
going to blow up itself. I hope. I hope.
All right. So the plan is to go down then?
Yeah,
Looks
let's
like
get,
it.
let's get some
Yeah.
ropes out so that we don't take falling damage anyway. Let's at
And
least do
there
that.
is a raging river down there, and he warns the group that this might seem a bit treacherous, or at least moving water.
All right.
That may be a problem for me since I'm only 3.14 feet tall. I'll let you guys go first and like gauge the current.
So who's going to go first?
Dahlia backs up.
All right,
Fast.
I will start going down. I will go first.
So our order is Mary, then
I'll go after Mary.
Cardamom,
I'll go.
Brenna, and the rest.
And the rest.
What? And the rest.
Gilligan's Isle style.
Those are the three that I need. As you start to go down, you realize that the Duergar have been somewhat laying in ambush, just out of sight of where you could see.
We should have We should have gone with the blow up
Yeah, I
plan.
know, right?
And javelins are heading your way. 3 javelins, one to each of you. Mary, the one on you is a total miss.
Woohoo!
For I rolled a 1. But Cardamom, the one on you is a 21, which I'm guessing is a hit.
Yeah.
So the amount of damage that is done by the javelin is 8 points of damage as I do max damage.
Okay.
Duergar just
All
bombs you.
right.
Brenna, I'm guessing an 11 misses.
Nope. Yep. It misses. Yes, it misses.
Nope. Yes, it misses.
Very confusing.
Does not hit me.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Oh, yes.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, with that happens, you guys make your way down, and you see. This is what you see. Ahead of you floats a barge. Struggling to keep it upright is an ogre with a slave collar around its neck and a horse's bit in its mouth. The creature is harnessed to the barge like a beast of burden, and tears roll down its face. There are deep scars across its shoulders and a sad look in its eye. It keeps its gaze on the water while its massive hands hold the barge upright. And it is pulling this barge in the water. On the back of the barge are the 3 rescue team members you saw earlier, but now they have taken off their masks and helmet, and you can see from the pale gray of their skin that they are actually Duergar. They are tying, as I said, the mine drill to the barge after they have thrown the javelins at you. The first is surprisingly clean shaven and handsome. The second is a female with a nasty sneer, and beside her is a larger than average sized Duergar. His head is shaved clean, and on the side of his head is what appears to be a metal plate bolted to his skull. One eye is entirely bruised back. When the clean shaven one notices your arrival, he screams, "Time to go!" And the ogre starts pulling slowly through the river where they're loading up the barge, and they are trying to get away. So we are now in initiative order as you see 3 Duergar in front of you. Cressy is away from the desk, so we will skip his turn while he takes care of the baby, I assume. Mary, you're up.
How far away are said creatures from me?
They're about 40 feet away right now, and they're
Okay.
so you can not quite get to them with a melee attack, I'm guessing.
That's where you're incorrect, sir.
Oh, well, okay then.
Not that I want to go melee attack. I'm a sorcerer, for goodness sake. I'm gonna run up because I have what's called a feline ability, which lets me run like double my movement as long as I basically I get to run double my movement. So I'm going to run, but I'm only going to run up to like 15 feet away from I think the barged ogre, right? Well, no, I'm just going to just one of the dwarger. Let's go with the shaven-headed one. And I'm going to use what's called a lightning lure on him. Create a lash of lightning energy that strikes one creature 15 feet on. I must make a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line toward me. So, strength of a 13 save is what they're looking for.
All right. I wrote down most of their stats, but not that one.
So therefore it failed automatically. So I rule it.
So his strength is really, really good.
Darn it.
Straight saving throw, is that what you said?
Strength saving, so yeah. 13.
So he has a +7, but he only rolled a 7. So a 14?
Well, I mean, that's
You said 13?
Yes, enough. So
Half full.
yeah, he does not get pulled towards me, and he does not take 8 lightning damage.
No, I don't.
So that was my turn.
I will crush you. The clean shaven one who you assume to be Hans backs away towards the barge and says, "Take care of these idiots." And that is his turn. Cardamom,
Yeah.
you are up. There, the female and the large male are in front of you.
Like
Yeah.
melee in front of me, or
You would have to.
short range.
They have
in
not
front of me?
moved yet. You would have to move. They're about 40 feet away.
Oh, okay.
So,
Then
your choice.
I'm gonna gangsta style finger gun Eldritch Blast all up in their
On-
grill.
on who are you attacking?
Either one of them, like, because there's two. You said, right?
There's the female and the male.
Yeah. I'll attack the female. That seems like the right thing. to do.
Misogynist.
Yeah, but I didn't state that I was a male tiefling, by the way. I
It's
got
worse if you're attacking a female and you're a female because you should be bringing each other up.
not when they're a bad guy. I got a
Comic book
13.
rules say that only females can fight females.
What'd you get, Cardamom?
I got a 13.
13 does not hit.
Come on.
All right, it hits. No, I'm joking. It does not hit. Abbott, you're up.
Come on.
Okay,
Still does not hit.
Abbott is going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and it's going to appear as a set of grinding gears
Oh.
between. It even makes the noise like you're like trying to like force it into first gear. It's going to appear between Hans and the barge and attack him. Can I attack on the first round, or is it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
It's no fun to have a move and then not get to do it for a whole round, right?
One bonus action, 60 feet, concentration up to 1 minute. Yes. But what does it do?
Well, while you figure that out,
Okay.
the big guy who I think, Mary, you took a shot at, correct?
Yes.
He enlarges in size. So the already big Duergar gets even larger.
Well, okay.
And
Rude.
what'd you get, Abbott?
7 radiant damage.
There's no save or anything on that. It's just he just takes the damage because he's in
That's
the
a
area of
good
effect.
question. It said 1d8 plus. It's got to be a hit of some kind.
I thought you have to do a hit, like an actual hit on armor class or something, because it's a weapon, right?
Yes. Well, let's see if it actually hit then. That's a 22 hit.
Yes, it does. All right. So now you take. Now he
Oh.
takes.
That was a crit. So 8 plus 7.
15.
15 radiant damage.
All right. So the big guy gets large, and he gets multiple attacks. The first one is a 22 to hit, and the second one is an 18 to hit. On you, Mary.
Oh, well, those are both hits.
Well, that's not good, is it?
No, certainly not.
15 points of damage.
I
Jeez,
mean,
dude.
that's an ouch. That's a big ol' ouchie, is what that is.
Right?
And he just sort of laughs.
I mean, it is kind of funny that I heard a lot.
You can't stop us, he says. And Brenna, you are up.
Heck yeah. All right. Brenna runs up about 10, 15 feet, and then she throws a javelin at the female.
All right.
Whoa, natural 20.
Woohoo!
All
Let's
right.
go. Look up the damage dice. All right, so that's 6 plus 7, 13.
All right.
Woo.
The woman goes, "Ugh! Hans, escape." And then she disappears.
Oh, no.
She has gone invisible. Dahlia, you see a enlarged Dwergar attacking your Tabaxi friend Mary, and you see a spiritual weapon grinding up Hans near the barge as the barge continues to move down the stream. And the female that you had seen has disappeared.
Boy, that's a lot of options for all this silly stuff I'm carrying. How close to the female was I when she disappeared? Saying I was in the back, I assume I'm pretty far.
Yeah, probably 40 or 50 feet.
That's not going to work. He's going to start running towards the barge. And is there anyone on the barge that we see? The one guy?
On the barge
Hans
or
is,
the barge?
Hans is getting near the barge, but he's not on it yet because there's a spiritual weapon grinding him up in between that, and the giant ogre is pulling the barge.
Yeah. So he's going to go he's going to spend his full movement, go towards the front of the barge, which is 30 feet. So if I can't get there and have an action, that's what he's trying to do, is run towards the front of the barge. But unless I can get there, and which
you could get a lot of the way towards the barge, but you can't get to the front for sure.
Okay. If he's still got enough for his action, he's going to throw his powder keg on the front of the barge near where the lashings are, where the ogre's pulling it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're trying to blow up enough so that the ogre can be released from the barge.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Make your roll.
All right. Was that a dex check to throw it, or what's the deal? 14 on the die.
What was it on the die?
14
Yeah, it's got to be some sort of dex check, I would say.
brings it to a 17 if it's a dex.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I have no idea what the explosive is.
I do.
All right.
Hold on. You did not take the full amount of the explosives because it was a full crate.
Sure.
So you took a subset of that. And so I am going to say it was, I'm going to say you took a quarter of that. So it's going to be 2d6 plus 3.
Oh my gosh. Well, when we jumped down here, I may have gotten it a little wet. It's 13 points of explosive damage.
I mean, that's not bad, right?
Yeah.
13. I mean, the average would have been around 12 or so, right?
Yeah.
I was hoping for 200 plus.
On 2d6 plus 3.
36. You're pretty close to max, so that's good.
Yeah, so you do quite a bit of damage to the barge itself. You could start to see that it's under the weight of this giant drill that's being used, that the barge is loose. One of the straps has come off of the ogre, and she is having a much harder time pulling it than earlier. And the ogre says, pull now. And we are back at the top of the order, which is Cressy, who is away from the desk. So we are to Mary.
All right. I am going to cast Magic Missile on dude in front of me.
Got it.
I am also going to use 3 sorcery points to shoot it at another person.
You can only see one other person, so.
Well, they're going to get it. Who is the other person? That's Hans then?
Hans, yes.
So I'm going to do, one set on Hans and one set on this guy in front of me. Let me start rolling these things because it is, excuse me, figure out life here. So I get 3 of them, right? Yes, 3. So it's 3d4 plus 3. Let's 1, 2, 3. Roll it. So for this first guy, he's going to get 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then for Hans is going to get 11 points of damage from these magic missiles. Pew, pew, pew.
Ugh. Hans says, "Ugh, Gladgower, stop them!" You see Hans splash through the water towards the barge and then disappear. He is also invisible now. That was his turn. Cardamom, you do not see anyone except this enlarged Dwergar who Mary has hit now with more magic missiles and is looks very angry. But before we do that, Cressy, you missed at least 2 turns, so I'll let you take at least 1.
Cressy, that you said there was big thing?
There's one of the Dwergars enlarged himself. He's huge. He was already big to begin with, but now he's even bigger. And he quite the amount of damage on Mary.
Oh, I'm going straight up to this big guy, and I am
the other 2, he looks like a giant ostrich to you. The other 2 the other 2 have gone invisible.
Oh, then yeah, I'm hitting the giant ostrich. All right, that is a 21 to hit.
Totally hits.
All right, and that is going to be. I'm also going to go ahead and do a thunderous smite. I'm a paladin.
Ooh, nice.
So it is what 4 points of slashing damage, and then an additional. Thunderous is 2d6. 10 additional thunder damage, and it must make a strength save.
15?
I do think that passes. Yeah, it barely passes.
So it's like
just the extra damage.
14 points of damage? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Total? All right. He's huge. He does not seem phased by this at all. Cardamom, you're back at it.
Okay.
After we went back up to Cressy.
Yeah. I'm going to, so I got the enlarged Dwergar. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, because the other 2 are invisible.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to Eldritch Blast again.
Smart.
Try to. Maybe I'll hit this time. I will definitely hit with a 22.
Oh yeah.
Great. And damages. Oh shit, yeah. 11 points of damage. That
All
was
right.
max damage right there.
Abbott, you are up. He's taken quite a amount of hits, but again, he's huge. He's just like, "Ugh."
I
almost like a
am.
giant.
I have 30 feet of movement unless this is difficult terrain. I am going to move towards the barge. I'm trying to get there. However far I get, when I get to the end of my movement, I will cast the cantrip Word of Radiance, which 5 feet around me, any enemy 5 feet within 5 feet of me needs to make a DC 14 con save, or it takes 6 radiant damage. So if there's nobody there, there's just nobody there.
I'm near the barge. If that will throw me in the mix, if that sounds right.
Is it only enemies though?
Yes, only enemies.
Oh, okay.
What's happening with your spiritual weapon?
That I'm going to move 30 feet towards the front of the barge and try to detach the rest of these harness straps.
Okay.
That, if 30 feet gets me to the front of the barge, does a 12 hit this harness strap?
No, it does
Okay.
not.
It was a nice try, I guess.
Your radiance thing does not seem to pick up any enemies in the precise location that you are with a 5-foot radius.
That's fine. It was essentially a stab in the dark.
Yes. The giant guy is being surrounded by what? Cressy, Cardamom, and Mary, I believe. He has 3 attacks, so he's going to do 3 attacks. 1 on each of you. We'll do Mary first. An 11, I'm guessing, misses.
Yes.
Cressy, a 7, misses. And Cardamom, a 1, totally misses. 3 attacks with his war pick, and he misses all 3. He is very upset. Brenna, you see one giant guy. You do not know where the invisible folks are.
Well, is there room for one more around the giant guy?
Sure, he's so big. There, you guys could get him from all cardinal directions.
Excellent. That is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that's not going to hit though.
She swings her great axe and misses.
Let's see. Cardamom.
Yeah.
Does a 21 hit you? Does another 21 hit you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
2 war picks in the back from the now visible female Duergar, who does 11 points of damage from a war pick in the back.
I made quite an audible.
Don't be using
painful
your fancy
noise.
spells, she says. And it is to Dahlia.
So
You now see, go ahead. I was going to say you now see a female attack Cardamom in the back, but you were trying to get close to the barge, right?
Yeah, and we're still missing now the
leader. Hans
leader.
is the leader. Hans is invisible still. Yes,
And do I have a semblance in his first couple steps that he was making his way towards the barge?
correct.
Okay. Then, given that it's 10:50, he's going to take his baggie of dusty drugs that we just
Oh!
and throw it at the ogre's head, and hoping that it makes a big plume of dust kind of going through the air behind it. to also, help
Reveal the
identify the
reveal
invisible.
the outline of Hans.
Yes,
Cocaine ogre.
right. That's happening right now. So, am I making a dex check to throw the pouch at the ogre's head?
Sure, go for it.
All right, that's a 17,
Oh hell yeah!
and smacks that ogre in his giant nostrils, and a big plume of dusty, white, powdery, illicit substance drifts all over the barge.
Pool now sniffs in. Pool now is the name of the ogre. Pool now sniffs in the drug that has just been thrown in her face. Pool now feel funny and gets this sort of like you could see her start to shake and quiver and breaks the last bound that is attaching her to the barge, and then she takes her hand and rips out her the horse's bit that was sort of being used to contain her.
Yeah.
Pull now free. Pull now free. And she takes the barge and starts to tip it over. But before she does, you could see the outline of a Duergar who was previously invisible. Cressy, we are at the top of the order. There's a giant Duergar that you were around, one that's got a pick in Cardamon's back, and then what you believe is the shape of a Duergar covered in some sort of cocaine powder, and an ogre who is now free and unhappy about the situation.
Is Cardamon still look like he's up, conscious? Okay, then I'm not going to worry about him. He's going to go ahead and take another swing at the currently visible one that has the pick in Cardamon's back. Swing with the short sword. Oh, it's a 2 on the dice. That's not going to do it.
No.
But he is going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, he's going to use his Draconic Cry, being a kobold. Enemies within 10 feet of me, my allies have advantage on for attacks until the start of my next turn. So
that would be everyone except for Abbott and Dahlia, I think.
Yeah, the enemies within 10 feet of me, all my allies have advantage on them no matter how far away they are.
Oh, got it. Okay, so everyone except anyone who's attacking Hans. Hans is further away, but
yeah. So if they're attacking the people I'm around, they get advantage.
Perfect. So that was Cressy. Mary, you could take advantage of that if you'd like.
I would love to shoot a chaos bolt at this creature then. And let me tell you how that goes. 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay then.
These guys have big armor classes. Hans, now covered in cocaine, unveils his invisibility and is furious. Pull now! Get that barge upright and pull it down the river. And he goes to look at you, Dahlia. You are mine, cowboy. He gets an 18 to hit with his war pick on you.
Oh, yeah.
Dahlia, and does 6 points of damage.
All right.
And then you see him enlarge as well. Cardamom.
So, do I still have the one that I've been shooting at? Or no, because
there's the big one that you've been attacking, but then someone attacked you from behind. Of the female ones.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's very much a part of the game.
I think you know what I mean. Okay.
It wouldn't be any fun if the enemies didn't attack back.
That's true. I'm just gonna turn around and cast poison spray in their face.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I am. Are you gonna stop that from happening?
No.
Okay, great. I think it's a spell attack. Yeah. You gotta be fucking kidding me. 7.
Yeah. She just sort of laughs it off.
This angers me.
Abbott.
Now that Hans is no longer invisible, I cast Sacred Flame on him. It's a DC 14 Dex save, or he takes a measly 2 points of damage.
DC 14 Dex save.
Yes.
Well, what didn't you know? He got a nat 20, so I think he passed.
It wouldn't have made much difference anyway.
He's a little coked up right now. He's like super.
He is. Also, the spiritual weapon, I moved to attack Hans again, and I missed with a 7.
Got it. All right. Gladgower has got 3 attacks. He's not going to attack you this time, Cardamom. He's going to attack Mary, Cressy, and Brenna. The first attack on Mary is a 6, which is a miss. On Cressy, a 15.
That is a hit.
That's going to do 9 points of damage. And then Brenna, a 19 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of damage on you as well.
Oof.
And you are up, Brenna.
Ouch. All right, let's try to hit him with the great axe again with advantage, thanks to John's thing. 25 to hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
There we go. Oh gosh, rolled crap on the damage. 1 plus 4, 5 damage.
All right. He's down a few more points, but not enough. Ever is the female Duergar behind you, Cardamom, who now attacks a dirty 20 to hit and a 19 because she has 2 attacks. She does a total of 17 points of damage with her 2 hits.
I'm down.
Cardamom is down. Dahlia, you are up.
Hang in there. And the do we get a sense that the ogre responded?
Hang in there, baby.
Yeah. Do we get a sense that what was it? What was her name?
Pull now.
Responded positively to Hans reissuing orders.
No.
Okay. Then he's going to say, no, he can't say anything to Pull now, right? She doesn't speak common. So he's I wouldn't know that, but I guess I would assume that this giant ogre wouldn't understand me.
You've heard her talk a couple of times, and she has spoken in common.
And I just point at Hans and say, you Pull never again kill him. As his turn, he would run up to Han. No, and then he'll fire a crossbow bolt.
All right.
Allowable.
So who are you fighting the crossbow bolt at?
Hans.
Okay.
And,
do that.
and trying to convince Pull now. Ooh, the crossbow bolt is a 12. No,
right.
11.
That misses. Could you do a persuasion?
You can try. All right. For some reason, this pre-gen is got that as proficient. Ugh. That's wisdom. That relates to wisdom, right? No, charisma. Okay. 9.
Pull now seems confused about what to do. Like she's listening to you, but isn't sure what to do. Cressy, You are up.
Cressy's going to slide over to Cardamom and actually be a paladin for a moment, and is
Wow.
going to lay on hands and go ahead and give Cardamom 10 hit points.
Yoink. Back up. Mary.
Just said,
Nice.
this is how I introduce myself formally. Nice to meet you.
All right. With this big guy still in front of me, yeah. So I'm gonna shocking grasp him. This time for a 23 to hit.
Absolutely.
And that is going to do 1 whole point of damage. However, it cannot take any reactions until the start of its next turn.
Okay. It's Hans's turn. No one is engaged directly with Hans. Is that correct?
No one's in melee.
That's correct.
All right. So he is going, and he enlarged. He is going to go up. Oh, probably to you, Dahlia.
Yeah, get closer to the ogre.
And he's going to attack you. An 11, I'm assuming, misses,
Mm-hmm.
but a crit on the dirty 20 hits.
Yikes.
And he's enlarged, so
It's an extra D6 at least.
he does 21 points of damage to you.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That's enough. And he just goes splat.
Cardamom, you are up.
So I've missed twice. And
Once.
and this twice. And there's still this person that's in front of me, like
Yeah.
laughing at me, right? Mocking me.
Well, she
Um,
did put you down last time, so yes. She
Yeah.
thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. Okay, so I'm let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna muster the last remaining strength I have to cast spells with. And I'm going to cast a ray of sickness upon this awful creature. And
Is that a roll on my end or yours?
I think it is mine, and it's a 15.
A 15 to hit does not hit.
Come on.
Aw.
Ugh. All right, dude.
That was Cardamom. Abbott, you're up.
Well, Cressy seems to have the healing under control with the main group. I'm going to move 30 feet towards Dahlia. And if that doesn't get me all the way, I will do Spare the Dying. Otherwise, I will do Cure Wounds.
Yeah, you could get there.
No way. Was that the right spell? 26 points of healing.
Spare the dying? I thought that just prevented me from dying.
No, that was Cure Wounds. You got staples all over you, buddy.
Oh.
And I think that's my last second level.
All right. Gladgower is going to fight and attack
Yeah, Dahlia comes back up.
Mary, a 21 to hit.
Yep.
10 points of damage.
I have just dropped.
Cressy's not there anymore, but Brenna is. Brenna does.
Oh, wait. Also, spiritual weapon on Hans.
Oh, right.
So let me retcon that in quick.
Brenna, you're going to take
23 to hit for 12 radiant damage.
12 radiant damage. Okay. Hans falls to the ground.
Oh, nice.
You sort of see him go, fall like this down. As he falls into the water and drowns. Gladgower got 2 hits in. I think he put down Mary. He did 15 points of damage to you, Brenna.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I don't think
Kinda-
anyone
it's
else
kinda
is
rude.
around. I don't think anyone else is around him.
Right.
Brenna, what do you do?
Gotta get my revenge on him. Let's go. 25 to hit
Yeah.
for 15 slashing damage.
That's the way to
Nice.
do it.
Well, bam.
15 takes him down to that number.
That's the way you do it.
The female who just saw you come back to life, Cardamom, she was laughing and then she saw you get up due to Cressy's healing. Is like,
Mm-hmm.
with Hans is gone, I'm out of here. She turns invisible and she's gone into the wind. Dahlia,
So irritating.
Hans is down. The big guy has just put Mary down and done quite a bit of damage to Brenna. And Pool now, the ogre, is looking at you as if for advice. And it seems very confused.
And it, the female ogre is dead too, right? Or
No, the female Duergar
Yeah,
just
I'm-
turned
yeah.
invisible and seems to have run off with Hans down.
okay. So, but the big guy's still up. Sorry.
The big guy is still up, and the female ogre, is sort of looking at you like, because you had started to try to persuade her last
Yeah.
turn, but
He's going to continue with that. He's going to say, "Pull never," and run up to the big guy and take a swipe. If he can get there for 7. Man, 17's all over tonight.
and 17 does not hit.
Oh shoot.
But what does your persuasion roll do?
Okay.
With advantage, because she's actually looking for advice at this point.
Ooh, all right. First one was an 18. Oh, second one was a 21.
Pool now say yes. Pool never. And you see her run big giant ogre steps and just sort of tackles the big guy Gladgower and says, Pool never. Punch yes. And just starts wailing on this giant Duergar and just wails on him. And then the river current takes them away. You just continue to see this ogre pushing on this Duergar, and they go further into the underground river, and it pulls them away down to the who knows where. Meanwhile, the barge that had been overturned is caught on a rock, and Hollow's drill has stayed above water, and you were able to save it from going away. And Hans is dead. His body also fades away into the distance. You have defeated Hans and his crew.
Woohoo!
Yay.
When you get back upstairs, you realize that Trellis has made his way up to his father and asks for forgiveness, and he's just happy to have his son around. Holly is happy to have her drill in place. They're a little worried that Ever has gotten away, but she was not the brains of the operation, so they're not worried about her. And Rough Scofflaw, he'll be dealt with. Obviously, Hans was the one giving him orders to go, but they are still out there. Who knows what will happen? As a reward, By Chance says, I will give you enough Echomite that you could make a single weapon or armor piece of your choosing. I have a blacksmith on hand, and he can help you create a +1 sword or shield or other weapon of your choice.
Nice.
And since you returned my son, I will also give you the Mineskeeper mark, a badge that will give you a discount when purchasing from any dwarven mining operation.
Oh, cool.
So you've got that going for you in the future.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mary, what happens with you and Hollow?
Well, I stick around for a while, but the drilling takes precedence. She gets annoyed by me saying Echomite every time someone says Echomite. And it turns out we're just we just break up again. It's just it doesn't work out. She's more grounded. I'm more just kind of out there and wild and go with the flow, and I don't want to be held down just right now. So it just doesn't work out, unfortunately.
It's too bad.
Yeah, it's all right because next year we try it again and it sort of works, but then then we meet Hans's brother somewhere in the future and she's just not around at all.
Yes.
And then the less said about other sequels, the better.
I didn't realize there were other sequels.
Well, now that you're out of the way, Cardamom seems to respect her and her career. So
Cardamom could stick around at the mine. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
So that adventure was called, if you didn't see it earlier, Dice Hard. And it was obviously a reverse heist in the opposite manner of Die Hard itself. You might have missed this earlier, Cardamom, but the name of the mine is the Nick and Tummy mining site instead of Nakatomi Plaza, Nick and Tummy Plaza.
Nice.
And
like
Hans and Trellis, the cocaine guy. So that was my 2-week one shot. I hope that bridged the gap enough to get us to wherever we need to be next week.
Fun fact, actually, I'm not gonna be ready until the Wednesday after next, so the 9th, because I have to finish up my capstone project over the weekend, so I don't have enough prep time.
Understood.
So either we can be off since it's 4th of July week, or someone else can run something that's 1 or 2 sessions worth, and then I'll be ready after that.
Any takers?
I got nothing.
I only have something, but it's a quick 30 minutes. I was planning on it being a little side thing for Windshire, on a short week. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a 30-minute adventure, it'll take us 2 hours.
No, it's very different. I decided I was gonna make my own version of 100 villagers versus a gorilla. It's literally a real quick fight.
Well, I can think of something. Try to put something together, figure something out. Let you know if you guys want to still play next week.
I'm probably around.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah, that works for us.
All right,
Yeah.
then I will. I'll find something in the next day or so. I will put it in Discord. Let you guys know what you need to do. We'll use the next 3 weeks to finish that up. They'll definitely give Bill time to catch up on where he needs to be for Windshire.
Yeah, because I can play. I just can't plan
Yeah.
enough to be ready for next week. So
Not a problem. I'll find something for us to
awesome.
play.
And I'll bring this up to speed too, just in case we do run short one night, so, but I tested it real quick. It's kind of 30 minutes on the dot. So with this group, that's 59. But yeah.
Right.
Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed
All
Dice Hard.
Yeah.
And see y'all next week.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Take care,
Okay, everyone.
See you guys. Have a good
Thanks.
night.
Yep.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Sean.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our 2-part one-shot D&D session called Dice Hard. Be sure to come back next session where we play a zombie apocalypse game system called Zombie Brain Eaters. It's sure to be a great time. Thanks for listening to the Wednesday Night Crew, and as always, see you next week. Hello, listeners. Have you been enjoying the Wednesday Night Crew and our real play sessions of Eberron Adventures, along with our special themed one-shots, and playing other RPG systems like Outgunned, Call of Cthulhu, Basin, and Alien the Role-Playing Game? Well, if so, then maybe you should head over to patreon.com and become a patron, just like our first 3 patrons, Sean, Andrew, and John. For just $3 a month, you get your name mentioned in the podcast credits. More tiers will be added as our podcast family grows. Why don't you head over to patreon.com/The Wednesday Night Crew and sign up. You can even sign up for free if you don't want to donate. We're just happy to have you. We hope to see you there. Thanks for being a dedicated listener, and as always, see you next week.